That last statement that this guy made, I don't know who he is. That was stupid. Here we go.
Do you actually feel guilty, or were you just told to feel guilty?
Focus on actually what we can do.
Point it out and show it to me.
You have the freedom to do what you want to and be what you want to in America.
So the CRT stuff, BS.
All right, folks in Focorama. So apparently, oh my God, at work, I'm just getting blown up. People like, dude, the video you did about Logan Paul, there was a response. And they sent me all these different links. But when I looked at the link, it looked like it says Logan Paul is responding to my sister, Candace Owens. And it was like, dude, you got to react to some of the stuff that he was saying. We'd like to get your take on it. So I go in here and look at the links they gave me. And it says Logan Paul responds to Candace Owens on white privilege comments. So it's going to be interesting to see what this is about. But apparently it must be something in here that y'all really want me to see. Because otherwise, like all like 90 something plus of you guys wouldn't have sent this to me. So I think this is the right link right here, and we just gonna see what it's about. It's about 8.5 minutes. So if y'all can stick around that long, we'll see how it goes. But let's just get into this right here, folks. Here we go. Standing up for persons of color. Are they scared to say black? Candace Owens standing up for persons of color. He says nothing more 2021 than a person of color standing up for what? Hold on, I gotta hear this again. That didn't make sense. I don't even know who this cat is.
Standing up for persons of color.
Oh, she's the one that
For standing up, a person of color, Candace Owens, calling out a white man for standing up for persons of color.
Oh,
she wasn't sitting there. You have to watch that whole video with Candace Owens, by the way. She did not do it that way. What she was saying is the fact that he was throwing things out there saying he can be pulled over and not have to worry about it because of my white privilege, because it is. And she was pretty much saying that, isn't that you pretty much saying because I'm white and you're black, I have it better than you and I don't have to worry about anything because of the fact that I'm white. I get pulled over by the police and don't have to worry about a thing because I got white privilege. And yeah, you taking her out of context anyway. I don't even know who this cat is right here, but anyway, let's keep. So if somebody is standing up against what somebody else is saying, a lot of people feel that you are doing it for the clout. That's the thing. No matter what, folks, listen to me. No matter what you do in life, if you're standing up for truth and righteousness, people are going to always find, like what he said right there, an excuse to try to justify themselves in some way to say that this is the only reason why she's doing it. Does it look like or seem like Candace Owens need to do anything for clout? You know what I mean? Speaking out the truth of what's actually harming the black community, or how something can harm the black community further by people taking up for something that black people may be doing that's wrong, that does not mean somebody is doing it for the clout. You know what I mean? Last time I checked, everybody is entitled to their own opinion, right? Right? So for him to say that she is doing it for the clout, I don't know how the rest of this video gonna go, but I would love for them to be able to talk. All these people right here, I even said to Logan Paul, like, put your money where your mouth is. Like I showed y'all the video about the little thing in Decatur, I'm like, just throw $10,000 at there and just go ahead and make that park, give them a good park right there. Since you saying that you trying to help the black people in March. But anyway, yeah, that's what they do. A lot of times when you spilling truth out, like, cause this has been happening to me lately too. You're doing it for the clout. You're doing it for your 15 minutes of fame. I'm just, okay, yeah, whatever, bye, whatever. I know within myself and within my mind, within my heart, I know why I'm doing it. And if me and God knows the reason why I'm doing it, I can care less why anybody else think they know why I'm doing it. See, a lot of times people, that's why I say, a lot of times people will put what they may be doing it for and what they might be doing it for. That's the only logical reason why Candace Owens couldn't be doing it. All the things this sister got going on, she doing it for the clout. I wonder what happened if other people react to this, like Brandon Tatum, maybe ABL, maybe Larry Elder, maybe the Hodge twins. I guess they all just doing it for clout. You know what I mean? No, that's a lame excuse right there. No. Are you listening to the points that she's saying, or are you actually trying to divert by saying that's the only reason why she could be doing it? You know what I'm saying? I know that because that's what people are trying to come at me like. The only reason why he doing this is because no, there ain't no only. The only reason why I'm doing it is because I just been doing this for years. The video just happened to go viral. The only reason why I'm doing this is because people asked me if I would come and speak, and I came and spoke. The only reason why I'm doing it is because I don't care what news station asked me to speak for them. If they want me to speak on a subject and I get to speak freely without it being coerced, I will speak. It's not like I'm doing it for the clout, because people want to hear what you have to say. That's it. Trying to say somebody is doing this for a clout is a lame excuse. Seriously. Let's go on.
Challenge him to go a few rounds with me in a political debate. At Logan Paul, how about you stop by my show and explain to me how your checks notes more privileged than me because you're white and I'm not. And mind you, bro, this video is from like a year ago.
Oh, see, I didn't know that. He said the video was from a year ago. So I think the issue with that, if that is indeed Logan Paul, if that is indeed the truth that your video is from a year ago, then the person that maybe published that video, popped it up there, maybe it showed that it was published like a few days ago, as if to make it appear as if it was something more recent. So I get that right there. If he did it for a year ago, I mean, still somebody could respond to that, but I'm just letting them know, at Logan, if you even watched this video, bro, it looked like it was recent, you know, so that's why a lot of us are responding to it. So anyway, let's continue on with this.
And I'm not sure how it just caught any sort of traction, right? But I'm perplexed, to say the least. And I started to entertain this, actually. I ended up speaking with her, and there may be a future where we sit down and have a civil discourse, because
that would be awesome. That's what I said all of us need to do. Everybody can learn something from everybody.
I think there's some meat on this bone. I really do. She's obviously a expert when it comes to debate, and I'm obviously a, fucking idiot for the most part. But
don't do that. What I mean by that, when you are talking with somebody, don't try to make it seem like, obviously they're smarter than me and I'm just a butthead and I don't know anything. I don't know, don't do that. Don't, Logan Paul, you are not a butthead. You obviously have some smarts in your head, sir. You know good and well. Dude, you are a businessman. You a multi-millionaire. You're not dumb. You're not stupid, man. It's just as simple as this. Just go and talk to her. That's it, man. Just go and talk to her. There's nothing wrong. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times pride kicks in. Like saying, there may be some things that I don't know, but I will talk to anybody. If there's things that I am ignorant on, if there's things that I might have misspoken on before, and somebody wants to sit down and have an intelligent conversation with it without nobody trying to go in there and trying to see who's the smartest or who's the dumbest, who has the best notes, who has the best hits. No, we just simply sitting down, having a conversation, because in doing so, the rest of the world gets to see that people can sit down and civilly talk. You know what I'm saying? I say do it, man. Do what they see. I'm sorry to be pausing, guys, but that's part of the things that I'm talking about. See how he said, I will be able to hold my own. I tell people all the time, a lot of times when I get ready to go into a conversation, I have to go over a few things before I go into a conversation. You know what I'm saying? I have little things written down, pieces of paper and things with little notes on there to let me know, Ty, remember, you're going into it to have what I call a constructive conversation. You know what I'm saying? A calm, constructive conversation. I don't like to use the word debate a lot, because debate puts me in the mind frame like I'm getting ready to battle. I'm getting ready to see how I can stick it to this person or give it to this person. That's not the point of doing these things. So a lot of times whenever I even do go into certain debates with people, before we even get into it, I let them know. Now, I'm not in here trying to show you how bad or how smart I am or anything like that. I'm just coming into this with a conversation. I go into it possibly getting ready to learn something for you, and I want us to both be on the same page, have our minds open, like you might be able to learn something from me. It's not that I'm getting ready to go into this thing trying to prove you wrong or you prove me wrong, and it's just gonna be this going back and forth battling thing like that. Then pride kicks in. Everybody's so focused on not trying to be wrong that nobody is actually getting a real understanding or a real civil conversation across because of things like that. So that's what I'm saying. When it comes to certain things like this, I don't go into it like I'm getting ready to battle with you or anything like that. It's more or less like I'm going into it to get ready just to have like a basic conversation. And that's one of the things that people miss right there. So that right there, I'm not sure about that. I personally talk with my sis and me, Brandon Tatum, a lot of us have a conversation. Look, a lot of times people can take your words out of context, period. Candace Owens will not sit there and tell you that racism don't exist. She will not say that. She will not say that. She will say clearly, like I say all the time, because people have accused me of the same thing. This fool saying that there's no racism. I've never said it. I said systemically and institutionally, I don't believe it's there. You want to know why? Because nobody has been able to show me some clear data, some clear evidence that there is some system in place that's actually barred up and set up and completely just there, that's going to actually do nothing more than keep black people down. And that's what I'm saying. You say all this, even these guys right here, you guys are saying all this stuff, but then yet you got black people who are saying, no, it's not, because look where we at. Man, look how successful Candace is. Look how successful Tatum, ABL, me, the Hodge twins, a lot of black people, Junior, a lot of people, blacks. Can you think of even black celebrities? Can you think of any black NBA players? Can you think of anybody go to a historically black college that come out and are doing things? Doctors, lawyers, CEOs, engineers. We have people that are actually very successful that are black. So when you say that we are not equal to you almost saying that, we are superior. Is that what he's saying right now? You see what I'm saying? He's saying it almost like without saying it, that we are superior. She's trying to say that they're equal to us. We are. Like, what is it that you are doing that we are not doing? What is it that you have accomplished or achieved that we have not achieved? Can you show me what that is? Because I don't see it. What's the highest possible office that you can possibly hold in America than being a president? Check. We done that. You guys are doctors. White people are doctors, right? Check. We've done that. You guys are lawyers. Check. We've done that. You guys are nurses. Check. We've done that. You guys are engineers. Check. We've done that. What is it that you are doing that we are not doing? That's what I want to know. Anyway, let's move on.
You know what's sad to me is how people stir up emotions like this. You get what I'm saying? Like, you were trying to do a good thing.
Stirring up emotion. You sleep at night. How can you sleep at night by getting up, and if somebody is doing something that's actually going to do more harm to the black community than it is to help, then how can you not sleep at night? It should be easy for you to sleep at night by knowing good and well that the very thing, this is what I'm saying, this is what gets me. It's almost like, here it is, if I'm out trying to help the black community, and when you are in the community with the real people, not the stuff that the news want to show you, not people that got agendas, you know what I mean? But when you are with real people talking to them about the issue in the black community, most people in the black communities will sit there and agree with you. I was just with my buddy over the weekend in the barbershop talking to numerous of black people that came through there. Single moms came through there. You know what I'm saying? I'm having this conversation just like this. They are all in there nodding their heads and everything. And this stuff right here, you're not going to help their child by doing it. It's almost the equivalence of, I can do this based off how when I was with my own children. If my son done something and I'm getting ready to discipline him, and then he can try to run to his mom, and his mom, oh yeah, you shouldn't. Yeah. No, that almost make them seem like what they did was not bad, and what I did to correct them, I'm the bad person. No, absolutely not. So a lot of times I'm like, no, go sit your butt down. Don't go and run to your mom, because I know it, y'all are like, what in the world is he talking about? My son does something wrong, I discipline him, right? He does something wrong, I discipline him. He runs to his mom. She, oh yeah, no. See, then he ended up feeling like what I did to him was wrong. And by his mom comforting him and doing all that to him, it makes it feel like he done something right. That's the equivalence of what they're doing right here. You up here trying to babyfy something, even though there's something that's going on that's wrong. Now, wanting to help black people out, want to stand up for them and all that, that's great. Virtue signaling, that sucks because you're really not doing that. Put your hand to the plow. Put your money where your mouth is. You a multi-millionaire, Logan Paul. You want to help black people do something that Black Lives Matter has not done. Donate some type of money to anything like that and show. So I'm not talking about an organization. Dude, it's simple. Go to any city. You a YouTube star. Come to Logan Paul. Get with me. Anybody that knows Logan Paul, please share this video and try to get out to Logan Paul. Get with me. You can take a little bit of money. We can go straight down to the area where I grew up at. I can show you the park, show you the house that I grew up at, and I can just say, here we are with Logan Paul, blah, blah, blah. Logan Paul is giving back to the black community. He is doing something that Black Lives Matter has not done. He's getting ready to give $10,000 to build this park. I will personally make sure that it is overseen and documented that this park is being built, and we will even have a little plaque right there saying dedicated to the great neighborhood in Decatur, Illinois by Logan Paul. Do something like that. You know what I'm saying? Because talking about all this stuff like that and like, I want to stand up, that doesn't mean nothing. That's what I'm saying. People do a lot of talking. It's like preaching with no sustenance. We need to stand up. We need to back them up. We need to let them know. But you ain't really doing nothing to the actual real thing that's harming the black communities. You're not saying nothing about y'all neither. I don't know. Maybe I'm jumping the gun. But I'm pretty sure, like a lot of other conversations go, I guarantee I'm not going to hear anything in this conversation about black people having no fathers in the home. Let's see if he donate to some organization like that. Let's see if they're going to talk about the illiteracy rate amongst blacks. Let's see if they're going to talk about the fact that the crime amongst black people are astronomical. We do more killing than we are. Let's see if you're going to talk about possibly getting behind any type of government laws that might want to increase more policing and helping keep these neighborhoods safe. I guarantee none of their conversation is going to be about that. They're just going to divert because they want to make it seem like we're standing up. We're trying to be there, and they're doing the opposite. But you ain't really going after the real problem.
Because
what do you mean, these people? No.
Because Candace Owens, whether you can admit it or not, is a smart person.
Sure. She definitely is a smart person.
And so I guess I'm just curious because like I just fucking fundamentally disagree with her. And I think there's a room for a conversation that could.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm with Logan Paul on that. He said he fundamentally disagreed with her. Okay, that's cool. That's why you sit down and you have conversations. See what I'm saying? That right there, that is what you do. That response right there, that is how you're supposed to do it. Same thing when it is on my channel. If I say something that you actually disagree with, most people just respond by lashing out Uncle Tom, house nigga, porch nigga, tap dance for the white man, you coon, you clown, all that. But nobody's trying to have the conversation, though. It's easy just to throw out and lash out and say stuff.
Maybe lead to some people taking away something that could benefit progression.
I told you very specifically not to respond on Twitter. And I even almost did.
I shot her a DM instead.
It was good. But I just, it's like, is she smart? Yes, she's very smart.
Stupid
smart. That's the thing.
And articulate.
And so the question always comes down to, what are these very smart people utilizing their smarts for?
I know that's
who is she working for?
That's the good.
Who is she working for? As always, see what I'm saying? That right there, if dude, look, see, that's what I'm saying. Now you almost peddling on almost being, see, that comes off as being almost condescending in a way. And some people can almost take it as being racist. We always, because I'm just saying it's because she's black and I'm black, right? Brandon Tatum black, ABL black, Hodge twins. How come we always have to be working for somebody? This is the same nonsense they said about me at the school board meeting. Y'all knew that. I said this on Candace Owens show. If y'all you guys were able to see the whole interview, some of it got cut out because of the way they had to post it on her show. But I said this there. So because now I didn't record that video at the school board meeting. Somebody else did. But all because I spoke my mind, hit with some facts, spoke what I felt what was going on, seen what was going on, and seen what was going to be coming with these children with this CRT nonsense. I had to be planted there. I had to be working for somebody. Guys, I don't delete no comments. You can go on Instagram. You can go on my YouTube channel. Look at some of the comments that's been saying. They just know I was planted there by the GOP party. If you put Ty Smith in Google right now and see anything that got to do with the video that went viral, look at the comments on there. Watch how many times y'all see on there about me being planted there by the GOP party, or I got planted there by Candace Owens, or I'm getting paid by Fox News, paid by Newsmax, paid by any of these newspapers, that I've been interviewed by, paid by these radio stations that I went on and done things with, paid by the radio station that I've done Zoom meetings with. Why is it that we definitely can't be doing this of our own? You see what I'm saying? Look what type of mindset for him to think that. Look what that says about him. We just cannot think for ourselves, can we? You see what I'm saying? So what is that saying about you? I don't even know who this dude is, but what is that saying about him that there's no way we would say what we're saying? We have to be working for somebody. So you are generalizing us, saying that we have to be working for somebody because we are not thinking and acting like how other black folks should be thinking and acting, huh? So in his mind right now, how should Candace Owens be acting? How should Brandon Tatum be acting? How should ABL be acting? How should the Hodge twins be acting? How should the conservative twins be acting? The same guys. How should anybody that's black on here and that's conservative, how should any of them be acting? How should Ben Carson be acting? How should Larry Elder be acting? Because pretty much something for him to say that, what type of collectivism, what type of generalization are you trying to classify all black folks in? That if we do something that seems to be out of the box of how he probably think black people should be acting, we have to be working for somebody or something. Yeah. Wherever he's from, I don't know. Let's just say he said his Middle Eastern people. Again, that's a lame excuse. That is a lame excuse for anybody that's bringing the truth to what's harming black people the most. And all you're doing, you're upset. And all you got is, look again, no, I don't see no legit arguments in here of what Candace Owens said. I don't see no legit arguments in here of what I said. I think ABL reacted to this too. A few other conservative folks, a few other just black people in general reacted to this. I don't see none of them saying anything about the arguments that we are proposing. Fatherlessness, illiteracy, black on black crime. You guys are not saying anything about that. All y'all saying, see, she's only saying it because she's trying to get followed. Saying what? You guys are not saying anything. Y'all not even focusing on what Candace Owens even. What about her talking about the anti-racism stuff? What about her saying, Logan Paul, I can get pulled over and I don't fear for the police officers. And like even myself, I said it in that video that went viral. Y'all don't see the extras behind. I said I've been pulled over since I've been able to drive at least 19 times and have not gotten a ticket. So, and they all were white except for one cop that was mixed. So I'm saying, why aren't y'all addressing those issues? All y'all keep on addressing is, well, look, she's only doing it. Well, see, from the Middle East, if somebody was saying what she said, what did she see saying what? Talk about what she was saying. disagree and give your opinion on what she was saying, but you're not, because you keep on saying nothing more than doing it for the clout. Same thing. I'm doing it for the clout. I'm doing it because I'm tap dancing. I'm doing it because I'm a coon. I'm doing it because somebody paid me. I'm doing it because I got planted there. I'm doing it because I work for somebody. I can't be doing it on my own. See what I'm saying? If that's the only legit argument and excuse that y'all can come up with to why anybody like us are doing this, you definitely are not seeing it. You are just virtue signaling, and it's not working.
That's her thing, and that's my issue with her whole shtick in general. Is I feel like she's unwiring progress.
That's the problem.
That's what I'm getting
that
at.
has
It's
been
like,
made.
yo, you just became an op.
Yeah.
What progress is he talking about? What progress has been made? I'm confused, because right now you guys are saying that we have a long way to go and we haven't got nowhere. We're still stemming off what happened then. What progress are you? What progress are they talking about? What progress he's talking about? See, to me, I hope they do have this conversation. I really hope they have this conversation. I really, really hope that they have this conversation. So you can specifically state, what do you mean by progress? What progress are you talking about that has not been made?
You're not.
And you see how she kind of waited until...
And she did it on Twitter.
Yeah, but you see
You're
how
a
she
shitty
kind of waited. I'm not saying that she didn't...
I'm sorry to cut y'all off again on this, but I feel like this should have just been Logan Paul on his own. I feel like the other two dudes are there, y'all throwing things off. I feel like Logan Paul, since this is about Logan Paul, them other dudes, nobody's, no, it's Logan Paul. Let him do his talking. Let him do his response, because it seems like every time Logan Paul, if y'all watch this video throughout, it seems like every time he's getting ready to say what he think or what he feel, he keeps getting cut off, or this or that or that. So then the thought process gets thrown off what he was going to say.
I don't know if she did, but how she kind of waited until this had blown over. Now, this is the problem with...
No. What he don't understand is a lot of people like us, we don't just jump right into it once the news starts with this stuff. And the reason why we like to get back on it when it dies down, because we wait for something called facts to kick in. We wait for all the evidence and all that stuff like that to be there. We wait for all that stuff to kick in. Then we get a response and say, see, look what happened. Just like you guys only seen one part of the video. They didn't release the video of George Floyd's whole interaction until like a super long time. But by that time, it's too late, because people have already responded. You see what I'm saying? So again, nice try, but that's not going to work. Nobody's saying, you know what? Nobody's talked about George Floyd in a while. Let's talk about George Floyd. George Floyd was a criminal who put a gun to no. It's waiting for more facts to come out, waiting for more video, waiting for more angles to come out, waiting for more testimonies, waiting for more witnesses, waiting for more things with autopsies, waiting for different doctors to give their view on it. That's what people do that. That's what people like that do it for. Wait for the facts to come out.
Do you understand?
All right. So if that's the best they got, that was ridiculous. That last statement that this guy made, I don't know who he is, that was stupid. Milk and global warming. That, I don't even know how that analogy made absolutely no sense. So anyway, folks, you guys, I did my stop through this. I did my take through this. The two guys, I wish they would have just not said anything during this whole video and let Logan Paul do his own response to this. The best way to be able to sum this up right now, to me, it feels like they're trying to keep him from actually going and have this conversation with the Owens, which I hope that they do have this conversation, because that'd be cool. I think if Candace did something like that, she need to have a whole lot of people on her show to discuss this, because that's one thing that I said at the school board meetings. This is something that they do not want us all doing. They do not want us sitting down and having this discussion so people can see things from a particular way, because all they're being doing is told white people, this is what's going on. This is what's happening. This is what you should say. This is what's going on with the black people. You can tell just by the response. But people like me, I came from the hood. I would sit down all day long and get Logan Paul a rundown. And again, I would take him to the places where I lived at to show him what's going on there. I will take him to the areas and let him ask people that I grew up around in the ghetto, in the hood, in the projects, about the reason why they're not where they want to be, if they're going to be able to blame some white man. And when he do get that truth and the knowledge, will Logan Paul be willing to go back on his channel and say, man, I've done a lot of talking. I've been to various places. I went to this particular place, and this is what the black folks had to say. Dude, get with some people in Detroit. Give us some people in New York. Give us some people in Harlem. Give us some people in Chicago. You know what I'm saying? Give us some people in Baltimore. Get with these folks and see what's really harming the communities. And that way you can come out and tell the truth about what's really harming them, because they're not going to do that, though. They're not going to do that, just like they're not going to do that. I doubt it that if Logan Paul, that'd be cool if he got down with Candace Owens, but I highly doubt that's going to happen. So anyway, folks, that's my take on that. I'm getting ready to get out of here. Y'all let me know what y'all think about leaving it in the comments below after this video. I am Ty Smith, Modern Renaissance Man, hoping and praying that every last one of you have food, shelter, and clothing, and most of all, open prayer every last one of you guys are in great health. God bless you all through Jesus. What is going on, folks? Appreciate you guys watching. Do me a favor, if you're trying to get to the next reaction video that I did after this video, it's right here. But if you're trying to get to my own personal stuff where I do a lot of comedy things that make you laugh, can help brighten your day, then you click right here, all right? And if you want to subscribe to this channel, you forgot to, get to know who I am first, though, right? Then you're going to click right here to lead you into this subscription. Make sure you hit the bell notifications to get notified anytime I post a video, all right? Let peace.